Hi everyone, today we are going to learn degrees of comparison. Degree means the rank or the grade given according to the quality. There are three types of degrees of comparisons. Those are positive, comparative and the superlative. We are going to learn their definitions with one or two examples and their types in detail. Let us learn the definition and some examples of positive degree. Positive degree of an adjective is the adjective in its simplest form. It is used to denote the mere existence of some quality what we speak about. Some examples. Because mango is sweet. India is great. Milk is a wholesome drink. Degrees of comparison. Let us learn now the comparative degree. The comparative degree of an adjective denotes the higher degree of the quality than the positive, and it is used when two set of things are compared. Here are some examples. Naga's mango is sweeter than Vikas. India is greater than any other country. Milk is more wholesome drink than any other. Degrees of comparison. Superlative degree. The superlative degree of an adjective denotes the highest degree of equality, and it is used when more than two things are compared. Here are some examples. Navin's mango is the sweetest of all. India is the greatest country of all. Milk is the most wholesome drink of all. Let us learn the formation of the positive, comparative and the superlative degrees of adjectives. Many adjectives of one syllable and more than one syllable form the comparative by adding er to the positive adjective, and the superlative adding est to the positive. Let us see some examples. Let us learn some examples of the comparative and the superlative, how they are formed. Here are some examples. Thick, thicker and the thickest. Positive, comparative and the superlative. The comparative is formed by adding er to the base form of the adjective, the positive form. And the superlative is formed by adding est to the base form or the positive form of the adjective. Some examples. Tough, tougher and the toughest. Old, older and the oldest. Clever, cleverer and the cleverest. Great, greater and the greatest. Young, younger and the youngest. Kind, kinder and the kindest. When a positive adjective ends in e, only r or st are used. Some examples. Positive, brave, braver. Only r is used in the comparative form. The bravest. St is only used to form the superlative degree. Some more examples. Fine, finer and the finest. White, whiter and the whitest. Able, abler and the ablest. Wise, wiser and the wisest. When a positive adjective ends in y preceded by a consonant, the y is changed into I before adding er or est to the positive. Some examples. Happy, happier and the happiest. I is added, y is dropped and er is added to the comparative. Here I is added and est is added to the superlative degree. Some more examples. Easy, easier and the easiest. Heavy, heavier and the heaviest. Wealthy, wealthier and the wealthiest. When a positive adjective of one syllable which ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, the consonant is double before adding er or est to the positive adjective. Here are some examples. Red, redder and the reddest. Here the reddest, the short vowel is e and d double consonant is added and er to the comparative and est to the superlative degree is added. Some more examples. Big, bigger and the biggest. Hot, hotter and the hottest. Thin, thinner and the thinnest. And fat, fatter and the fattest. Adjectives of more than 2 syllables and many those with 2 form the comparative by using the adverb more to the positive adjective and the superlative by using the adverb most to the positive. Here are some examples. Important. When we want to form a comparative, we add more to the positive and the most to the superlative degree because it has more than 2 syllables. Some more examples. Popular, more popular and the most popular. Beautiful, more beautiful and the most beautiful. Let us learn what is a syllable. A syllable is a part of a word which can be pronounced in the single pause or stress. Some examples. Important, beautiful, courageous. How to identify a syllable? We have 2 options. We can use claps. Important. The vowel sounds we can identify and clap. We have one more trick to identify the syllables in a word. That is, put our hand below our jaw and pronounce and count the sounds of the vowels. Important. So it has 3 syllables because my jaw touched my hand 3 times. Important. It has 3 syllables. Beautiful. It has 3 syllables. Courageous. It has 3 syllables. These are 2 ways which we can identify the syllables of any word. The following adjectives are compared irregularly, and their comparative and the superlatives are not formed from the positive. Some examples. Good or well. The comparative is better and the superlative is the best. This is called irregular comparison. Some more examples. Bad, evil, ill. The comparative form is worse and the superlative is worst. Little. The comparative is less or lesser and the superlative is least. Much, many. The comparative is more and the superlative is the most. In, inner, inmost and the innermost is the superlative form.